Yes people, it's your favourite YouTuber, Georgie Boy here. Starting the day out on a walk with the big boy. We're 9 weeks out from starting prep. And these Mondays, they come round so quickly. Like, as I've got past the age of 20, life just fucking flies by. I remember when I was in school, I used to live for the 3:30 finishes. Absolutely live for it. Like, it couldn't go any quicker. But now I'm like, whoa. 3:30, slow down. I'm not ready for it to be 3:30. I want it to be fucking morning still. Today's video, we have a push session. Other rotation from the previous video that you saw me doing pushing, a few new movements that I'm doing, so I'm going to break down that later on and also go through some things that I learned from 2021 because I feel like that's important to reflect. And that's something that I've been doing recently, is reflecting upon life. How can I improve as a person? Okay, here we go. And then he'll drop it a little bit closer to me. There we go. Go back. Speak. Go on, speak. Yes, good boy. And again, speak. Yeah, good lad. Vicious dog. Angry fucking dog. And a good throw to go with it. Go on, lad. For some reason, we come to this little spot and we just play fetch. I don't know why, he likes coming in just playing fetch. No other place other than here, he'll play fetch. Very strange. Speak. Yeah, speak. Speak. Tell him. Speak. Yes. Speak. Good boy. Speak. Good lad. Spin. 12. Around the world. Good lad. You're a good dog, to be fair, mate. Update from me. Obviously last video I announced that we confirmed the place and we're moving up north. This week is just all about getting everything in check, like paperwork, things that we need. Obviously moving into an unfurnished house, you forget how much you need, like pots, pans, tea towels, cleaning things, fucking toilet roll, you know, all these sort of things, like even just sorting out curtains, my bed, how I'm gonna get my bed from down here up there. I need to get a van, you know, all these sort of things that I need to take into consideration. So it's a busy week for me. I'm gonna try and keep on top of the content as much as I can, and if I do miss an upload or do miss it here and there, I do apologize. I look forward to this sort of stuff, but I don't look forward to going through that sort of process of having to fucking move and take things. I wish someone just do it all for me, you know. I'd just pay someone to do it. I think we can move in from the 31st of this month. Today's the 24th, so this time next week we'll have the keys and we can officially move in, which I think me and Jack are both going to be doing straight away. I don't think I'm going to wait around too long, just because, you know, I'm just itching to get things started. And also at the back end of my off season, because I've still got 9 weeks left, I would like to get some sort of consistency with my training, being up north, different environment, different bedroom, different routine. You know, I'm going to take some time getting used to that, so I want to be up there as soon as I can prior to obviously starting prep. You know, I don't really want to be moving in like a week before I start prep, because that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Really exciting. I'm excited to document it all, as I've said fucking hundreds of times over the past like week or so. Yeah, I mean, like just love it. I just fucking love this shit, man. And it's been so long since I've actually dieted, so it will be good. So pre-workout, of course, what the fuck just came out of my mouth? Combined in the double chocolate Perform Whey, which you can get from Supplement Man, and also the complete strength caramel biscuit cream of rice. This tastes really good in my off season. So right now, obviously my food is quite high. I'm a little bit concerned with how good this is going to taste in my prep when I am starting to get hungrier and hungrier. I'm not sure if, well, I don't know why I'm thinking that far ahead. I should just take it day by day, really. A lot of people ask me, George, how do you get hold of this stuff? It's always out of stock. I'm going to let you into a bit of a secret. You can't tell anyone. Sign up to the newsletters. You'll get an email which will tell you when they've been restocked. And all you simply do is go and buy it. That's all you need to do. I promise you. I don't know if anyone fucking heard that then, but yeah, get on the newsletters, bruv. On the newsletters. What do you think of the bling? I like this jumper, it's quite nice and it's quite smart. You know, I'll have it out like here, like that. Can have it down a little bit, like that, a bit open collar. Come on, fucking come on. You know, geese that used to go out and have their collars up like that. Come on, that's me. Oh. Fucking fantastic. 90% of the time it's all right. So athlete time or athlete mode. Something that who said that? AJ, I think. The flick between working and then being an athlete is really important. My routine at the moment is I start work at 6. I roughly finish majority of like check-in videos and stuff like that around midday. So it's about 6 hours. Obviously in that period of time I eat, I take the dog for a walk and all those little things like that. For me, it's really important to separate being an athlete and work, because if I'm going into the gym and thinking about work, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be rushing back. I'm not going to be able to commit to my own progress as well. And don't get me wrong, you know, my clients and everyone they're so important to me, mean a lot. But at the same time, like, I'm taking away from my own progress, and I think it's really important to have that flick of the switch. So obviously when I get back from the gym this evening, I'll still have more work to do, which is fine, but it's just knowing that, okay, when I get to a certain time, let's say midday, I'm switching off them for the next couple of hours and focusing on my goals, and I'll come back to other goals later on in the day. Also as well, spending less time on my phone. I think I brought down my average this week. It says my average is down 7% this week compared to last week. So I think my average, it says on a daily basis. Yeah, so if you look at my average screen time of last week, 7 hours, 25 minutes, which is 7% less than previous week. The week before I was doing 8 hours on average. Roughly, the week before that I was doing 9 hours. Jesus Christ. I spent nearly a whole day on Instagram that week. That is a lot of time. And don't get me wrong, I have to be on my phone. It's my business. You know, I run a lot of my stuff through WhatsApp, that sort of thing. But this sort of pointlessly scrolling like in bed and pointlessly watching TikToks, and I'm thinking, what am I doing in my life? Like, I'm sitting here watching TikTok. Like the other day I was watching someone's live. They had like 20 people on their live, and I was just sitting there watching it, and I was getting into it. I'm thinking, what am I doing? Like, I'm watching some guy that's got like 20 fucking views talk shit at like 7 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing? So I've decided to cut all that shit out and not sit on my phone, and just, right, if I'm eating, I'll put my phone over there. So it makes me, if I do need to go on my phone, I have to get up and pick my phone up or go over there to get it, which most of the time when you're eating, having to get up is a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? So that kind of distracts me from sitting on my phone. I'll put something on my laptop as well. It's definitely something that I'm really trying to work upon, is not spending so much time on my fucking phone. But at the same time, like, I need to remember that it is my job, and I need to be replying to clients, even people in my DMs, you know, that's business as well, because they might ask me a question, and then further down the line, they might go, well, George answered this question for me, I'm going to invest into him because he's made an effort, you know, all that sort of thing. So a lot goes up on here, kind of bring it down and just prevent this pointlessly scrolling. Give it a try. A few things you can do is like download some apps that locks your phone so you can't go on it during a particular day amount. Not sure how I feel about this song. Dutch Ravelli's brought a good song out, but I don't know if his past kind of ruins it. Because I've heard he's a bit of a nonce, so I don't know if I should be listening to this. If he is a nonce, then I ain't fucking listening to it. I don't like nonces. See, you nonce. Nonce. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. What am I doing, bruv? I just couldn't justify sitting there chilling, bopping to someone who likes kids. It's just not right. Sorry I've mentioned that in the video. I hate talking about that sort of stuff. It's weird, innit? But let's get to the gym, shall we?
Timing, I'm speaking to a pagan, bro, we face it, we throw L's down and we prove that statement. For association. Okay. Turn down this heating, boy. It's fucking hot, mate. Right, so pulled up to Iron Bodies for push. This is my chest focus session, so big emphasis on my chest at the moment, especially for these next 9 weeks. A little update, had COVID for the first like 14 days of this year. It's fucking shit. I guess that's what you get when you don't have your double vaccinations and boosters, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. Don't comment about that either, like, hey, you haven't got your vaccination. Fuck you. I can't keep that in. Can I keep that in the video? Because that's going to cause huge debates and dislikes. I am 182 pounds, so I'm 5 pounds up since in about 10 days, which is obviously quite a lot of weight when you think about it. Realistically, I didn't train for about nearly a week. I was quite ill from it. I wasn't eating as much as what I was before. So it came back on relatively quickly. I did have, so today's Monday, so I had a Chinese on Saturday. Yes, I had a meal plan. Like, it's like my second or third meal plan I've had in about 6 months. It's terrible, really. I enjoy what I eat, you know, like me sticking to my plan is just me eating food. I just enjoy it, you know. I'm not big fan of having meals off plan. It just doesn't, I don't know, I look at it right now, I just think, nah, it doesn't do anything for me, which is fine because, you know, I've been in the off season now for 2 years. I'm not expecting it to be. And then yesterday, Sunday, I had a cookie before I went to bed because I wanted to make sure that I was going to bed at like 100 and when I go to bed at 185 pounds, I know in the morning I'm going to be 182, for example. So I made sure of that, which was good. And then after that, we obviously got back into, I'm just getting back into it because I noticed, especially with my pressing, that typically suffers when I drop body weight. My pressing just goes to shit. Like, even when I drop 5 pounds, like, you know, I pull up the 45 kilo dumbbells, I'm like, fucking hell, this feels a lot heavier than what it was before. So for me, it's really important to go into my prep knowing that I've been in a calorie surplus for the last like 9 weeks or so. That's really, really important. I'm aiming for like 183 to 185 pounds, which is pretty cool because I looked at my previous data when I started my prep in 2019. I was 167 pounds. I'm 182 now, and I would say I'm in better condition now than what I was then. Obviously, it's not 15 pounds of muscle. There's no way in 2-3 years off, naturally I built 15 pounds of muscle. I'm going to be honest there. There's no way in hell. However, there is some muscle there. There is at least 5 pounds of muscle, 100%. And now it's a case of me learning how to diet properly and not fucking do too much cardio. It's not me learning how to do it properly. I know how to diet. I just get into a routine of doing more than what I should, and go back to the saying, more isn't better. It really, really isn't. So yeah, confident today, some good log numbers. I'm going to warm up. I'm going to really just make sure my warm-ups are done with purpose and accuracy and intent, not just going through the motions. And I'm going to take my time pressing, because incline dumbbell press has just been a little bit iffy since my body weight's been very stagnant. So yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to just going through the actual session itself. 3 workouts, so I've got half a scoop of MB Pre and 1 scoop or half a scoop of non-stim as well. Right, song of choice is Suspect, Dugout. This is a fucking rude song. Very, very rude. I've heard a lot of things about Suspect. I don't know if they're true. Apparently he's out in Africa right now. And I know there's some geese that commented on my last video saying, I'm glad you put the timestamps in so I can skip the drill sit. This is for you, motherfucker. This is for you.
Fuck the jazz, I change this black off, splash my head top, zombie dead, that's spot back off, new get splashed up, then bleed that room, and that they don't kill me, stop my kill street, one more years, the UND, SSME free, SA.
It's probably not the right It's definitely not the right dancing for drill. Me fucking doing that. I need to stop, because imagine the entrance to the gym is just there and there's me just going. Also, if you are like, where are all these songs? What song is at this time? Go onto my Spotify. There we go. UK Drill, get your nut in the game. It has 3,666 followers. 3,000 people follow my fucking Spotify playlist because they know I've got a good taste in music. They know. Fuck with me. And thanks to everyone that gives me suggestions as well, because I'm not an expert in drill. But people put this song on your playlist. I'm like, actually, yeah, it's a pretty good song. Anyway, finish this off, George. Stop the shit. Get into the gym.
I love the gym, but bowlers blasting.
Welcome to today's voiceover. It's the 26th of January as I'm recording this, and I think we're moving in on the 31st. So I appreciate everyone that commented and dropped me a message on Instagram wishing me best of luck and congratulations. It means more than what you know. So yeah, just warming up here on today's push session, just doing some basic dumbbell very light dumbbell. I think it's 2.5 kilos, just getting some blood flow into it. You may notice I was on the dip station doing some scapular retraction, and then I was doing some like shoulder mobility against the wall there. Really good exercise actually. It kind of opened up your eyes to how poor my shoulder mobility is. Then proceeded to go on to the pec fly machine, so just getting some blood flow here. I'm not going to failure, just a couple of sets where I just progress the weight each set, just so I can get a good pump prior to going into the incline dumbbell press. I often find in the past that I struggle to connect with my chest, so adding in an isolation prior to the compound work has made a massive difference. Just 2 or 3 sets, nothing to failure, just blood flow really. Taking my time whilst warming up, you know, really thinking about contracting my chest, really thinking about my form as well with these lighter dumbbells. It was a bad day at the office, as you like to call it, with incline dumbbell pressing, and I've made the decision now that I'm going to probably rotate these out, because I've had these in for the past 6 months, and whilst I've made some good progression on it, I feel like I've just hit a bit of a wall, and I sit here and reflect upon, you know, why has that happened and how's that happened? Both the fucking same meaning, George, you dickhead. But it's just one of those exercises where I've got an emotional attachment with it, if you want to call it that, and I absolutely love it, and I don't want to take it out because I really enjoy it, like going to the gym. Oh, today I'm doing incline dumbbell press. But at the same time, I need to realise and understand that, again, in order for me to continue progressing, I need to kind of get rid of this emotional attachment I have to certain exercises. And that goes for you guys as well. If you're sitting there and you know full well that you haven't progressed an exercise for, let's say, 4 or 5 sessions now, it's probably time to take it out, unless there's something drastically going on outside of your control that you can think of. For me, I've controlled my day as best as I can. I've made sure I warmed up correctly. I had a good sleep. My stress was minimal. I had good food going into, or good amount of food going into this. You know, everything is all on point, but I just can't seem to progress. And as you can see there, I got really frustrated and just fucking threw the dumbbells like a right little can. Fucking have that, you little prick. So yeah, really frustrated with that. So I'm going to take it out, probably replace it with an incline Smith machine press next time. But yeah, if you do have an emotional attachment to an exercise, sometimes you just need to put it in the bin and do something else for a little bit, because it's always going to be there. You know, you come back to that exercise in 6 weeks time, when the sort of novelty's worn off, or on a new exercise or whatever it may be. But, you know, try and lose that sort of emotional attachment. Anyway, moved on to the
decline Panata press. Actually really like this piece of kit, and as you can see, I'm really focusing here, really focused on trying to contract my chest, really taking my time. And you know, the last couple of sessions I've been doing this, I've been waking up the next following day and my chest has been sore. So I think just adding in this sort of new exercise and this new stimulus has definitely helped. And also I look at my physique and my chest is fuller, like just off 2 sessions of doing some decline work, which I haven't done for the past 6 months. I've just done direct incline work. My chest just looks way better recently, and you'll see that in some posing clips that I put at the end of this video. Then moved on to the Cybex dip machine. Really like this. Really like this. What's it? Assist Your Lift. They sent me out on Instagram. It's called Assist Your Lift. They sent me out a seatbelt. So next time I do this, I'm going to wear a seatbelt and remain locked in, because the only problem with these dip machines is sometimes I'm using more weight than my actual body weight, and then, you know, I can't fucking move it. It's a pain in the arse. So hopefully a seatbelt will keep me locked in. So annoyingly, I didn't receive the package before the session, but next time round I'll film it and see what it looks like. Then moved on to the decline, or cuff fly I should say. It's not really a decline fly, but really focusing on just contracting my chest here, so elbows together rather than hands. And a good sort of cue that I like to think about is just keeping them shoulders back, and when you keep them shoulders back, you can really contract your chest nicely on a cuff fly. I attach the cuffs around my sort of elbow. I think that's a nice place to put it. It's quite comfortable as well. I've often found putting them around my wrist, my forearms in general, like it just doesn't stay there and it just gets quite uncomfortable deeper into the set I go. And then I moved on to obviously cuff laterals, which in this rotation I'm doing at the end of the session rather at the beginning of my other one. Doesn't really affect things. I mean, with the isolation stuff, especially stuff like this, I wouldn't be chasing lomba numbers if I was you. I would be just chasing the feel. Like, what does it feel like when you finish the set? Are you sitting there in agony because you fucking delts are pumped? If you've done that on a cuff lateral, I think that's more than enough. Obviously, still be conscious about progressing it over time. You want to be micro-loading it as such, but realistically, you're not going to be fucking dumbbell lateral raising like 40 kilo dumbbells in your lifetime, unless you are some fucking freak. So just think about the internal feel. I think about blood flow. I think they respond really well to it. Then moved on to one of my favorite tricep exercises, the incline bench dumbbell skull crush. Really taking my time with this and just really owning the eccentrics. Again, I think I did like 15 or 17.5 kilo dumbbells, which is pretty cool. And then using this sort of V-bar, I think that at the moment this is my favorite press down variation. Don't know why, it just feels really good. Get like a perfect contraction, like I really squeeze my fucking triceps. And then the final exercise at the end was side laterals. So just doing some side laterals at the end. Sometimes I get a little bit lazy, but I put them in the end just thinking, right, just get a good pump. So I just did a rest pause on this. Really like this Panata side raise machine. It's like a chest fly machine, rear delt. It does a lot. So yeah, very multi-purpose gym piece, if you want to call it that. Fucking hell, this voiceover shit, George. You need to fucking improve. You need to learn how to speak properly and not like a fucking child. And then there's me looking fat as fuck, but as you can see, like my chest just looks fuller in this shot. Arms, delts look pretty full right now. So yeah, going well. Got myself some nasal strips because you might hear in my voice I'm still bunged up, got COVID, and all of a sudden I can't get rid of this this nose blockage. So got some of these because I snore like a motherfucker at night. I use the app called Sleep Cycle, and throughout the night I'm just fucking snoring like nobody's business, and I really struggle to breathe from my nose. I'm gonna put one of these on, see how it goes. Never tried it before, don't know how it's gonna feel trying to sleep with like a plaster on my nose. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to feel that or not. We're gonna give it a try, because I fucking hate a blocked nose, especially when it comes to eating. Which, last meal being prepared, some broccoli, made some bolognese earlier that I'm gonna put in the pan. And recently, one thing I've been doing, instead of microwaving my rice, what I've been doing is putting it in the pan, mixing it all together, and doing like 2-3 minutes of just heating it up like that. It just, I don't know, it just tastes different. It's tasting compared to the microwave, I'm not sure why. But we're gonna definitely try these. Come in pairs. I've got loads, by the way. I just opened it up and I was like, right. And look how many, keep in mind these come in pairs. It's like match attacks. You remember match attacks back in the day? Oh, what cards have I got? I've got Johnny Evans in form. Why did I say Johnny Evans? That's the first. Where's Brown in form? I don't know why I came out with that. Used to love match attacks.
Is that a minute to go? I actually just fucking freestyled that on the camera. I think I did a pretty good job. Or was it too much on my nose? Do I need to hire? Someone let me know. I'm looking around like I ain't got a fucking clue. What you need to do, George, is put it on your fucking nose. Yeah, that seems right. Like, look at that picture there. Dave's gonna focus on that. Like, look, that's where it's meant to be on your nose. I think I've done a good job. Yeah, we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna go to bed now because the time is. Time is 9:30. And it's time for beddy by time for the Georgie boy. We're gonna see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna let you know.
I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No guru, I'm waitress tipping. Bad beat, come and take this dinking. Codeine, that's what I'm sipping. Money, that's what I'm missing. Look, I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No guru, I'm waitress tipping. Bad beat, come and take this dinking.